Hi, I'm Michael Pekarich, and this video is about pH balance, or at least a kind of a general outline of understanding and just some things to consider. So, first off, let's clarify the terms acidic and alkali. There is a scale that's based from 1 to 14. Anything near 1 is considered an acid, and to 14, alkali. So, as an example, the pH balance of your blood, erase, is at 7.4, so just past the middle. And this will remain steady throughout the course of your life. It hardly ever changes, except when you're having a near-death experience or dying, such as heart attack or stroke. Now, I've noticed from what I have seen, when a person has a stroke, they lose all their bodily functions. Their bladder just expels everything, their anus as well. And I think that's the body's way of trying to maintain equilibrium with the pH balance. So it kind of goes into a form of shock. It tries to do kind of a hard reset. So one of the things to mention as a side note is that your lungs and your kidneys are both assigned with expelling waste. So like I've said in other videos, the body works in a domino effect. You keep these in good condition, then you kind of stop the so-called domino effect in its tracks, and your body continues to run along as it should. Now, to mention another organ, now your stomach's pH balance is roughly around 3.0. It is more so susceptible to change than per se your blood. And if it rises toward being alkali, the stomach won't be able to break down foods and pathogens as effectively. Yes, your stomach does help deal with germs, bacteria, etc. So it's indirectly a part of your immune system. So one of the things that helps affect the stomach in a positive way, and this may sound a little unusual, especially to vegetarians, is because meats, when they start digesting, something is released from them called serine or serine, which is an amino acid that actually helps with the so-called acid-alkali effect within the stomach. Now, serine can be positive or negative. It links on to other molecules to help stabilize them. So meats, believe it or not, do help your stomach to an extent. I can't say how much, though. That is not clear. So one of the things that the stomach deals with is something called acidosis. So a healthcare practitioner will tell you to help deal with acidosis, mind you, this is only a side note, is to consume more magnesium, calcium, that penmanship, or potassium. Now, potassium is found in almost every single food. Meat, fruit, vegetables, almost everything has potassium. If you want really high source potassium, I would recommend either potatoes or watermelon, even meat. Even meat is considered a top source. So that's just a little side note. Now, foods that often taste acidic, best example I can give, lemons. As soon as a lemon enters the alimentary tract, it changes to become alkali. So lemon is considered, in my opinion, a best food. Because it's going to react to the acids in the stomach as well as the bile differently than at least one would imagine. You would think it tastes acidic, so it must be an acid. No, actually, meats are acidic, breads are acidic. And this segues into the wonderful food pyramid, which was designed by idiots. Now, the food pyramid promotes mostly carbs, or per se breads, meats, grains, and actually all of these are extremely acidic. Yeah, good, I spelled it correctly. And that's bad. If it's acidic, that basically means that it's going to promote aging, oxidation, the things you really don't want. So I don't recommend going that direction. Eat your fruits and veggies, even though many vegetables do not taste so pleasant. Another thing that affects the pH balance is to get enough sleep. Yes, because as an example, there are times when you don't get enough sleep, let's say 2-3 hours, and you feel awful. Well, again, it's the kind of domino effect. Your sleep affects your emotions, and I'm going to harp about controlling your emotions and healing, however you want to phrase it. To deal with these things is important for long-term health. Extremely. Believe me, I've learned the hard way. So both of these affect your pH balance greatly. Another thing is that exercise is really good for you. Not just because it's helping with the lymph nodes or anything like that, which it does, but it helps to expel waste by, such as an example of sweat and respiration. So these are just some things to consider, and I hope that my presentation has helped you in any way. That's my goal after all. Please practice a higher version of yourself. Have a great one.